Good day, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Captain Industries. This is episode 16. This is going to be a very short one. This is just a quick intermediate episode because there is not that much to do. At least I guess there isn't. Because there is mostly just rerouting all the production towards the other side. Because this one is officially empty. There's nothing left. So now they are slowly being emptied out like it should. And everything is now here. And let's see, there is a problem here. Oh, yeah, there is. Don't know where that problem came from, but there is a small little problem that just gets fixed in a few seconds. Like this. Okay, like this, and then we see all the wastewater streaming out, and then we have our new fuel production area, which is also producing small amounts of rubber and mainly wastewater for the rest. This is where they're taking out hundreds of construction components. They are not joking about the amount of construction components being taken out here. It is risky because, well, we don't really have maintenance very well. But that still doesn't mean that I can't do this. Because now look, this one is almost full. Pretty much full at this point. And there's still some trucks coming in, which are now moving it to the shipyard. And there is a bit of crude oil, which we just discard because 20 is not really anything. So yeah, that is a good start. And now this one has been finished. I did it in the meantime because we have so many things to construct and it takes so long that I just thought, yeah, I could better do this in between episodes if we want to make any progression on screen, because that took like 3 hours to do. I mean, in between episodes, that are like 4 episodes worth of footage. So I don't think that anyone would have wanted to watch that. Also, we have our bigger oil sorting plant here, which is 10 times faster than any one of these, and we only have 2 of these in this side and 1 of these in this side. That doesn't mean it's gonna be a good thing because we don't have the trucks to export the product. We're making progress on this. It does look horrible because of the different type of resources here all over the place. Look, it's making very reasonable progress. This is almost done here. We have made this bigger as well. It's gonna be dirt over top of this, by the way. But once this is shut down, we will move everything over here and dump here as well because, well, we need to. How far are we here though? Yeah, I took out 2 trucks, so it's significantly slower. Still does things, it's just not nearly as fast. Which is not necessary, because as long as it just moves forward over time, it's good, because we're already there. Once we are putting like a good digging crew there, it's all great. This is also a very slow process. I did dedicate this one here now, because I put like a second one on this area, and the limestone excavator is also busy on this, which is like 2 excavators on 1 thing. This is also not keeping up as well as I hoped, so we really need to change things up. Like this is also not keeping up. I added 1 more row of rain catcher because we just didn't have enough going. So yeah, I'm a bit scared because of that little change. Also, we constantly are in this little hassle. There's constantly diseases and there's constantly a loss of pops. Okay, so how far are we here? Okay, there's 48 component stuff here. Okay, good. Also, we are running out of trees. We're slowly running out of them, not fast. This mountain here is also slowly losing its shape. It's slowly, literally being taken down. This foot of the mountain is also slowly losing shape. And because there's no pipes here anymore, you can remove this bit as well. Get more white parts here because we need all the white parts, all the yellow parts, all the red parts we can get because the glass. We want to meet the gas blowers again, like we did in season 1, around the same episode actually, a little earlier, but that was because it was easier in update 2 to update 1 to get anywhere. Update 3 really increased the difficulty in the whole game overall. Also, I moved over as much as possible. Like, I'm trying to get this going very well. It's a slow process. Look at this, moving up quite nicely. But yeah, there's a lot going on at the same time, and it all seems like a very slow thing, but altogether it's all very fast. It's just you have to see the changes, which is hard to project on one video if we don't want to speed run through everything, like with a big sped up version of the video. Let's pause you, because we have our fuel that we need. Accept assigned only. Force the vehicles in to transport here. And obviously everything goes well, I hope. Now, this is more than the previous one, so I hope we can keep up this for a good amount of time, and well, have fun. This is slowly going as well, but yeah, if you see our progress, it's some real progress. Okay, look, it's hard to see progression between episodes when you don't have direct comparison next to each other. And I really don't want to look through all the footage for a single picture. I guess maybe I should make like a picture before and picture afterwards or something like that. Maybe something to ask the viewers if they want to have pictures progression, because now we are slowly starting to actually terraform the island, because now we have the vehicles for it. Small pickups won't really do that, and large ones actually have the capability to do it very slowly, but they have the capability. The huge ones are absolutely capable of, but we don't have huge ones yet. Not really anytime soon, because they are all the way over here. Well, that's very much red still. We have all this green here. That has to be done first, and that's a lot of stuff. Look, there's very little over here. I think they are gonna fill this up eventually, way more than it is now. I feel like I would be surprised if they don't. If they didn't, like it seems like something they should fill up very much. Also, I placed like a maximum amount of trucks on all of these, so they don't grab from everywhere a truck to work on it. So this actually still keeps trucks. Also, we only have 59 trucks of the 170 possible ones. There is some in the list here, but we don't have the stuff to get more. We are now making salt. Nice. That is absolutely insane. That's good. That's very, very great. So now we are actually moving into the glass. So probably next episode we can slowly start moving a couple things, a couple boxes of steel, a couple boxes of copper, a couple boxes of iron, a couple boxes of concrete, a couple boxes of glass, and move them like, I don't know where I'm gonna place all those, but it also depends on how fast this is gonna be flattened because we need this space as well. This one is gonna move up here. This one is gonna move up here. So we have as much space as we can for what we have here. I want to also start digging out this little part, this little piece of land. I want the copper excavator to do that. I think that's the best way of doing this. Like, if we can get the copper excavator to do this, we're fine. And then our excavator that does the hills here can keep going on the hills here, and eventually this mountain is going, and we have a lot of space. Because sure, we start with quite a lot of space, but it's also comparably very little bit space, because most space is hilly and it's unbuildable. It doesn't take a whole lot of prep to get it working for building, but it does take some prep. And that is the thing that slows you down and makes it technically very little space, because you really have to do some work to get all that space to be usable, even though it doesn't require much work. Same for this. This is already pretty flat. There's like 2 layers maxed some places, maybe 3, and then it's flat, so it doesn't really take long to prep, but it's still, it has to be prepped. That's the big difference between everything here. Also, this should take exactly enough for one of these, which is enough for 2 glass furnaces. I hope it's enough. Also, how this one works, it's very simple. It's probably something no one's gonna use ever. I'm still gonna tell you. Pretty much 3 on each one of them, because they take 20 and they take 60. That's basic. With a level 1 pipe, because that takes 60, is exactly good. Then they export the diesel to the left here in a balancer, which prioritizes out towards the rubber maker. Everything else goes into here and ends in this storage box, storage container. The wastewater just goes straight out here, and the pollution just goes straight into the pipe. And the coal is getting collected here, moves over here into this collection box, so we have double collection. I don't know why I did it, but I started here and eventually I thought, oh, maybe I can place it here so they don't drive as far while still having the same effect. And that was a good idea. I just kept this for an extra buffer. If that doesn't keep up for a little bit, I noticed it, because, well, this is going down significantly if there's 400 missing. So yeah, and the rubber goes over this little line to this storage box. And then the last thing required is just to get this one going, because this one's now gone, this is open, this is now available for digging if we need to. Also, my plans almost are going towards this. Widen the cliff by quite a bit, no matter which way, into the ocean, into the cliff further. Then place a train stop somewhere here. that is for coal. And goes out with diesel, like comes in to the coal and comes out, goes past the diesel stop, then empties out fully and moves over to the coal again. Or we do like 3 train cars with coal, 3 train cars with diesel, and do it like that maybe. I could maybe do that. Like, I want to go into trains, I certainly do, but I never did it because it's like a full new thing, and it's crazy expensive. I don't even know how to make those things. Let's see, are we able to make it in here? Like, yes, concrete to steel for 16. Okay, it's not that expensive. Could be worse, but we need to make gravel as well, which is just annoying. Also, our disease is so, well, our pollution is so bad with the landfill, the vehicles, especially the air pollution and water pollution. We are pretty much always stuck on negative health, which is not a good thing. I need to somehow start fixing that sooner rather than later. I do have this here that lowers the vehicle, the ship, and train pollution. Well, vehicle is the only thing we do of those 3, but still. Then we have are there more endless ones? At least glass making? I don't know, it's hard to know. We have the tree growth speed, we have the crop use, we have the rainwater use, we have the settlement water use. So yeah, those are all endless by the way. The vehicle fuel use, train fuel use, ship fuel use, rocket capacity, vehicle limit, maintenance output, world mine output, and solar powers. The world mine output one is, by the way, the reason why I'm not going for the world mines yet. Full speed. It's a waste, so to say. The more we use it before we can get to the efficiency one, the more we waste into nothingness. 2% on 1,000 is 20. Yes, 2% on 1,000 20. 2% on a million is 2,000. And 2,000, right? 20,000. 20,000. 2,000 on a million is 20,000. And 2006 million, which the coal mine, crude oil rigs are, is times 6. It's 120,000 more on just one upgrade, and it's a near endless one. So you get more and more each time you upgrade it. So yeah, that's you get extra out of it, and I don't know if it's based on what is in it now, how much more you get, or just on the max. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not, we'll see. I just don't want to risk losing much because I don't want to trade for oil. That's the last one I want to trade for. It's just an annoying trade. Also, putting 3 on this should be good. I'd rather have a little bit too much than too few. Also, look at how smooth this all is going, pretty much. All this is, I'm doing this mostly because of the rock and the dirt, of course, to use it to make all these platforms in the ocean. Same goes for this one, by the way. The more rock and dirt we dig up, the more we have to dump. The more we dump, the more lands we can create. It's not like poldering. That's unfortunate. I hope they add something like poldering. I don't think they will. Although I still hope, because that's super realistic. And actually gives the opportunity to do something fun and cool. Like actually making a dike around something and just pump it out with oil wells or anything like that. Oil wells, water wells, windmills, pumps. Depending on your tech level, of course. Let's start with windmills and use the wind to empty it, and it also will always fill up a little bit over time, and you have to empty it. That would be the best way to do it. Like realism, like if it's below water, so it will at all times fill up slowly. Especially, well, as long as it's close to water in some extent. When there's like 400 meters between it, it doesn't really fill up as fast. It does sort of, at the same time it doesn't. Well, I say 400 meters, in real life it's like 40 kilometers or something. 40 meters here because, well, the map doesn't extend 40 kilometers. Not at all. And also, dealing with 40 kilometers of map and doing this, I think will be a bit overwhelming. Even though, if they have the option to do it eventually, I think people are going to go crazy on it and spend years on one map. Real life years. See what they can get, like a whole damn city, maybe even eventually. Like making this into like a certain type of city skylines as game, where you're literally building a city. It would be absolutely madness. Also, I want to change this to 3 wood chips eventually. Mainly because wood chips are less polluting and are free if you think about it. Because you can grow unlimited trees, but you have a limit on the amount of coal you can get from your map. Until you start trading as unlimited. If you do it correctly. Yeah, we'll see. I just enjoy that this is going so quick. That's amazing. That's crazy. I love that. Also, clearly this needs a few more. This can now lose one. Somehow it's now mostly just digging dirt. Oh, here. Yeah, okay, now I get it. This is just digging dirt now. It doesn't dig the rock it normally digs. And this is also pretty much focused on the coal at this moment and iron, and not really on the rock that's up here. So yeah, and the iron is all the way up to here pretty much, so it doesn't really translate over like this one does. Because there's a lot of iron going everywhere. And the copper is pretty much just copper still. Sure, it's now doing this part, which is a lot of rock as well, and some dirt. And this is just dirt, so there's a lot of dirt to be dumped. However, I think I am sort of obligated to switch this one out to dirt. Why is that? Because of the way this works, pretty much. We want 3 high. We want everything to be dirt. Everything. No rock. If we want something to look like rock, we build a road. Like a concrete platform or something. So yeah, 3 high, and it's supposed to be dirt. Well, I could see it going okay like this. Due to the sheer amount of dirt we are digging up now, it seems like the perfect opportunity. Like adding it to the side here and like here maybe. This seems like a good way of doing it. Seems good. Yeah, I'm a bit experimenting how I'm doing this. I'm still trying to figure out much of this game, way more than you think I am. Also, we're making glass. Oh, that's amazing. We're making glass, making glass, we're making glass. It does mean we have a lot of yellow parts. So let's get into the unit storages. Where can we store all our components? This seems like a perfect location. It's behind here, so there's not going to be a factory in this area. So 5 of these. Iron, steel, copper, glass, concrete. 1, 2, 2, 3. Normal, mechanical, electronic. Do we have everything with that we need to store in mass before breaking things down? Like iron, steel, copper, not impure copper, copper, concrete, glass. And like I said, 1, 2, 3. And mechanical components and electronics. Is that how to go about it? Do we have anything else that we are going to need seriously like crazy? It doesn't seem like it. But this is only $3,000 yellow parts. And we just united it, okay? Didn't really intend that, but doesn't matter. Cannot export, cannot export, cannot export, cannot export, not export, not export, not export, not export, not export. Okay, I guess this is a way to do it. Yeah, we need a lot of yellow parts for this. It's gonna be actually absolutely insane to do this otherwise. And keeping it like this, I think, is the best way of dealing with it. No, 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 no. We are out of water. Temporarily siphon off water from the big boy water plant. Urgent, go. Why do this? Because we are not making enough water and we need a big buffer for when this is going down and doesn't go up for a little bit. We're gonna make another buffer somewhere here, but a buffer near this is important because there's also gonna be a factory here, which is starting off by being manually filled up, I guess. I don't know, I just don't want to fail, obviously, and I almost feel like I'm going to fail if if I'm not careful. Okay, it rains, so now a lot of water will, well, a lot of water, a good amount of water will go through this pipe. Because, well, we want our water to go in here, then spread around across like this, and hopefully be enough to take care of what we need to take care of. Like, maybe we did it too quickly, because, well, sure, I want to make it difficult, but doing it too quickly also it makes everything go so incredibly slow. Doesn't really work out. We obviously don't make it easy for ourselves, just making it less punishing. Because it punishes us more than it makes it fun. Not enough fuel to refuel a vehicle. Oh, that's not my fault. Oh. And we have no unity. That is. Great combination of events. And they're all stuck. Why are they all stuck right now? Why on dirt? Like, that doesn't make sense. They can always drive off dirt platforms. Okay. Yeah, I know you're stuck. I don't want you to be stuck, but you are stuck, and I cannot really stop you from being stuck. I can just recover you and make you do your job again from here. Like this. And I hope you don't get stuck again. Ah, you somewhat got loose. And now you're stuck again. This is painful. Okay, well, everything is going pretty well. All things considered. So yeah, we're doing pretty decent. Now our entire goal is to build this entire storage area up, which is going to take absolutely forever, because it takes about another 2.4k of stuff, which we don't have at all yet. We do want to get there, obviously, but we don't have it at all. It's gonna take forever to get there. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It, like I said, it's gonna be shorter. It's not that much shorter as some of the other short ones, but it's still absolutely not as long. So yeah, we managed to get a lot of stuff going. Not a crazy amount of stuff going, just a good amount of stuff. We did build this up for our big buffer. A big buffer in case of construction, especially because everything is more expensive, and I'm gonna increase the size of this thing, which is gonna take a lot of construction. Maybe more than what we can store here. That's why I'm not gonna remove this part, and this is gonna stay here forever too. Well, not forever. At least until we have our factory up and running here. These are gonna move once this is done digging that part out as well, because, well, we need the space, because we want to move it as close to this as possible. For now, factory is also not going to be permanent here, because we're going to dig down into the ground here as well. Not much, but we are going to dig down into the ground a little bit, mostly around here. The factory eventually is going to be about, I think I'm going to place it here and use trains to transport a lot of stuff. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I like partially enjoyed it. No, I did enjoy it. Yeah, because I enjoyed it, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And if you didn't enjoy it, please leave a comment about what you didn't enjoy. Maybe I can change that. Maybe not. If I can, I will try. So yeah, also you've probably noticed the last couple days there were double episodes, because I was trying to catch up with a big backlog of like episodes. I did want to start recording. I want to start playing this world again. I don't want to keep playing this entire thing without recording, because that's just not how YouTube works, I guess. And well, yeah, getting a bit of backlog, you get more episodes, I get more playtime. Win-win, I guess. And if it's not a win-win, yeah, I thought it would be a win-win. Because, well, more episodes to watch towards your vacation. So you actually, if you have nothing to do, you can actually do something by watching the episodes. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but I hope you do. Please leave a like, please subscribe if you did, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!